Hey guys, welcome to Clearly Focused Studios. I'm Epic Mega Man 64, and today we're gonna be talking Captain Toad with
Rustbus Train here from Rustbus Train.
And I'm Big Cube, here with water. This episode is brought to you by dihydrogen monoxide.
This episode is brought to you by a train, a Pikmin, and Putterfluff.
Slurpuff.
Slurpfluff, that's it. Yes, that's what we're brought to you by. Don't even. Alright, let's just get this discussion started. And of course, Mega Man is going to be the host for this. So, let's just get this started.
He's the brains behind this. I'm just here to be funny.
So let's just start out with just our general thoughts when this was initially announced.
Well, I was excited to see a new Mario game that wasn't Mario just jumping on platforms and hitting blocks and seeing magical items appear. I'm excited to see that it's a different character who's the main character, and especially Captain Toad. I really wasn't expecting them to go along with this. I thought it was just like a little mini game that would occasionally appear in 3D World, but the fact that it's its own game now, that's pretty awesome in my humble opinion.
Yeah, I agree. Although, to be honest, if we're talking about my gut reaction, it was like, oh my gosh, I mean, these were okay, but I really don't know how I feel about this. I mean, is this really going to be any good if we make it a full game?
Well, when I saw it, I was just like, oh, okay, this will be a cool eShop title. I mean, it's really just a painful reminder that I still need to get 3D World, but that's okay. But then I'm like, oh, it's a full retail game?
Even if this game ends up being really good, unless they really wow me, I can't see myself paying more than $20 for this. And $20 would feel high.
But, I think this is gonna have a lot of content, especially since there's stars at the end of each stage, implying we're gonna see,
120.
And then...
Watch Nintendo troll us and put 119 levels in there.
Or 242. I mean, it could be Galaxy.
We don't acknowledge that. We do not acknowledge Star 242.
Yes, you do.
Problem is, they didn't really do a good job of conveying this to an because, first of all, you don't show off a very slow-paced game like this to E3. I mean, this is a rushed convention. This is stuff going on everywhere. I mean, if you look at any other game, almost none of them are slow-paced unless, it's like Mario Maker where, it's kind of that's the idea. But, first of all, they didn't say it's a retail game, so people are going to be really disappointed when they're like, oh man, I'm so excited for this new game. Oh, I have to pay $40 to $60 for this.
Let me just go back to Prime. No, thank you.
I think most people were thinking this is going to be a $15 eShop game.
Same.
Exactly, so...
Because, the title of it, there's no picture in the back, it just shows the logo, and you're just assuming that it's an E3 game. It doesn't have any background, it's just clouds with a logo. Normally they have, some art in the back, but no, it was just clouds.
Yeah, you can find the box art on Wikipedia, but, it just wasn't well conveyed, especially since this feels like a game that should have been revealed at a Direct, since most people who have 3D World are Wii U hipsters who watch Directs. Anyways, so I think one thing that I want to bring up first would be that this game has quite a few Mario 2 references, just like 3D World. We see coin plants, turnips that you can throw at enemies, Shy Guys. So, personally, anytime I can see Nintendo acknowledge that game, I'm super happy.
But there's also Luigi's Mansion references in there too. Don't forget Luigi's Mansion. I'm surprised there are any, because in the Haunted Mansion, you can see, I believe there's a gigantic Boo in the trailer, and I think that's referencing to Boo Losses. I could be wrong. I mean, I could have just missaw the trailer. That's at least my take on it. Or it could be the Haunted Mansions from 3D World.
But they are keeping the A to B style with the cubic areas, but it does seem like there are 3 gems instead of 5 green stars. There's stars at the end, and it does seem to not have to stick to a cubic layout, as shown by the boss battle, and in the minecart stage you can go off the cube at the end.
Yeah, how are boss fights gonna work in this game? We saw that one But what else could they do besides that? I mean, they could maybe do a chase scene on a minecart like in Donkey Kong Returns. And also, who's gonna be the new villain? I mean, obviously there has to be a villain, and why would Bowser just attack Captain Toad for no reason? Unless he takes Captain Toadette. I don't know.
Captain Toadette.
It could be a thing.
Someone turn that into fan art, please.
Captain Toadette could be a thing.
Well, I do want to see Toadette in this game in some form, but what I took from it is that it'll probably involve throwing turnips. Since we're going into some Mario 2 references like boss battles, I'm sure there will be more than just this one where you're fleeing the boss and then just collapse on top of it on accident. But like, I do see the turnip throwing mechanic and the minecart playing into a boss battles at some point.
I can also see maybe Toad can, like, for the jungle part, he could be swinging on vines and then, like, swinging to one's face or something.
That would require Toad being capable of jumping.
No, not if the vines are low to the ground. Like, not if he just has to walk up to them, get the vines, and then, like, they swing across. I know it's probably not gonna happen.
I did notice one thing that kind of interesting. There's a bit of a stealth mechanic where, like, you can avoid enemies. Like, in the Treehouse extended demo, you can see the guy kind of just, like, walking out of the sight of the Shy Guy. Like, I wonder if maybe that'll have some deeper meaning. Like, I really do hope we see more stealth, because I do enjoy, like, mixing in stealth with other genres, and it's really cool.
It was cool that the guy from the E3 Treehouse thing smashed, like, the Goomba Tower by moving the door above it and waiting for the timing. I'm wondering if you're gonna have to do that in order to get a star, is to have to smash like a gigantic Goomba or something like that. Like, you just have to move the door around or something.
That's a good point, because there was a gem on that tower, so it would make sense.
Yeah, and maybe like an enemy could have eaten the gem or something, and you have to kill the enemy in order for him to spit up the gem. They have done that before, like with Pikmin 3, they spit up Charlie after they kill it. I know that's a lot different, but I mean, it could still be the same thing. Or something along the lines.
Pikmin 3 is clearly the outline for everything Captain Toad's treasure tracker will be.
Clearly, since this is Clearly Focused Studios.
We say the word clearly a lot.
So one thing I am glad they're doing is that they're not making this just like one big level pack, and they're clearly making it many environments.
It's probably gonna be worlds.
Well, probably.
Come on, Toadette has to be the princess in despair. If that isn't the case, I'm gonna be really upset.
If I had to guess, I don't think we're going to see something like Galaxy where there are only a few levels per world and there's just a ton of environments, just because of how generic the ones we've seen are. Especially with the gameplay, you can't really make them stick out as much as they would in something like Galaxy.
It's gonna have like the same atmosphere to each level, it's just gonna be different. Like, let's say World 1 is like the normal Mushroom Kingdoms. We already know what the first level is, but let's just say, for example wise, the first level is like has a gigantic mushroom, and Toad has to climb up to the top of the mushroom and get the star at the end. The second level could be in a cave, but it still have mushrooms growing on it, so it still has like the Mushroom Kingdom atmosphere to it, but it's not like the same level pack, if that makes sense, like Galaxy.
The next thing I noticed is that there seems to be more non-traditional Captain Toad gameplay elements, such as the first-person turnip throw, and then there's the pickaxe, which operates just like a Donkey Kong hammer, which I thought was weird.
I mean, I can see them doing a ton of stuff with that pickaxe. Like, maybe you have to like dig to find a star randomly.
To be honest, I don't think that I see them doing anything with the pickaxe. I think it's going to be, hey look, blocks, hey look, pickaxe right in front of you. I mean, I could see maybe making a little mini quest out of finding the pickaxe, but besides that, I don't think we're going to see a lot out of the pickaxe.
We could also maybe see, you know how the owl and
Look, I'm an owl. Look, hey, I'm an owl. Look, I'm an owl. Look, I'm an owl, and I'm an owl, and I'm an owl.
maybe something instead of an owl, it could be like a zip line. That would work. Like Toad has to get on a zip line, and like maybe it's a first-person shooter, but again, that defeats the minecart thing. So I really don't know at this point.
Yeah, I think it'll mostly be the minecart, just since it is a more paced version of a zipline.
Yeah, with the minecart, you can go in different directions. With the zip line, you would just have to go straight. They might have that just as an obstacle, though.
I did find it interesting that all the enemies that we've seen, besides the dragon, were all from 3D World.
Maybe it could be like a bundle with 3D World. Maybe like before it actually comes out as its own thing, it could be like a DLC for 3D World. Like you can buy it on the same thing. Because they did that with New Super Mario Bros. U, with New Super Mario Bros. Luigi U.
Hi, Big Human Post here. He was trying to say that New Super Luigi U was bundled with New Super Mario Bros. U, but he ruined the title so bad, I wouldn't blame you if you didn't figure that one out on your own.
I do think that could be possible, especially since the visuals and HUD, as well as the just overall presentation, are just like 3D World. The only reason I don't think that's going to happen is that, unlike New Super Luigi U, it wasn't announced as a DLC pack, and we've already seen that it has its own title screen that doesn't quite resemble 3D World.
And that could just be the beta form of it. They could change it up, like as the final copy of it. Yeah, because they have the book too. Like for level selecting, it's through a book, and I'm not sure if they're gonna keep that or not.
All I could think of when I saw the book is like, wait, Rosalina's telling this story?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I was about to say Rosalina's story.
Well, we do see the use of a few traps, which I'm kind of worried about, because at the first level they kind of just use it as a trolling mechanic, but then the two times we've seen it, like, it's both been falling platforms, but it seems to be just a troll as far as I saw. So I just wonder if it'll get annoying.
No, but it also just might be a decoration for that first level at E3, just so it could show off how different it is from the actual original one from 3D World.
Well, no, because in the haunted house stage, there's another time where it's like, hey look, Jim, hey look, I'm throwing you down into the floor. Now you gotta figure it out yourself.
Yeah, but they didn't make a big deal out of the cutscene like they did in the first level. It just kind of dropped. But again, that wouldn't be as annoying as like every time it would pause, camera would twist, and then the blocks would go and Toad would fall.
I do wonder just how much we're gonna see the gamepad used, because we've already seen that it's used for the first-person minecart sections. The only thing I wonder is how much we're gonna see the gamepad used, because we already seen it move platforms and obviously rotating the screen, and then the first-person shooting with the turnips.
The game player is always, like, the game's pad is always in first person, I think. I don't think it ever changes from first person. Like, I think if you're even in the normal level, you're in first person. Because that's why you probably have to look up at the TV and look at the gamepad so you can, like, see things from first person and from third person.
No, because in the Treehouse demo, they actually outlined that the minecart section changed the gamepad to first person.
Oh, okay then. Just disregard what I said then. Captain Toadette confirmed.
Yay!
Bringing up when he talked about the bundle earlier, I can kind of see that happening because I think there's a very good chance that the Captain Toad Adventure will run off the same engine as 3D World.
Yeah, it definitely runs off the same engine as 3D World, because I don't think that Captain Toad had to get his own engine in 3D World, so yeah, I guess that would make sense.
I don't know, I'm just waiting for them to announce that there'll be Pikmin 4 DLC in Captain Toad's Adventure.
There's one point where it shows like a continuous coin plant, where you just keep pulling, basically like a multiple coin block. I bet like if you pull them fast enough, a Pikmin pops out.
And then the game suddenly and then it suddenly spits out 2 download codes, one for Pikmin 4, one for Prime 4.
Yay!
Yes! Fanboy talk!
That's all the notes I have. So overall,
I'm intrigued, but I don't know if I want to get it yet. It depends on the price tag, basically.
I'm looking forward to the game. I see it getting a quick price cut if it's $60, but either way, I still need to get 3D World, so it's gonna be a while away for me.
And I'm looking forward to it because of that Prime 4 download code. And also, I'm looking forward to it to see how unique this game could be from 3D World's levels.
I mean, from what we've seen, it looks like it's going to be very different, or at least far more fleshed out. So, you know, it's exciting, I guess.
Yeah, I'm pumped. Or not pumped as I am for something else.
Well, I'm just waiting for the next Nintendo Direct for Nintendo to announce Super Mario 3D Bros.
No.
And then Super Mario 3D 64. And
then
Super Mario 3D Sunshine. And then
and
Super
then-
Mario 3D Galaxy.
And then
That wouldn't work because it's already 3D.
it's gonna
It
be
would be
new.
90.
It's gonna be new Super Mario Galaxy.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
New Super Mario 64.
That'll do it for this discussion. Next time, stuff.
We haven't figured out, but thank you for
Metroid Prime 4?
thank you for tuning in because we don't
Prime
have we don't have any viewers yet. So yay!
That's not true. We have 310 viewers. Are you kidding?
Yeah. If you made
I'm
it to
sorry,
the-
subscribers.
Oh, subscribers. Okay.
If you actually didn't make it to the end of this, thanks for watching. If you want to know or notified of more content, I think you know which of the buttons down below to hit.
If
I'm
you
Thank
Dislike
you.
one. The dislike button.
if you made it to the end, congratulations.
You should be rewarded with a puppy. Pick, you put a puppy on the screen.
Done!
Alright, good. If you
Alright.
don't do it, it's gonna look so stupid.
All right, guys, take care. I thought Boolossus was from New Super Mario Bros. 2.
Oh, you just upset me.